This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast kicking off summer vacation today, Friday, June 30th. Canada Day tomorrow, where we celebrate the Dominion of Canada, which was July 1st of 1867. Charlottetown Accord, I was there. It's the elder statesman on the show.
Mm-hmm. I was not.
Yeah. They were going to hold it in my house, and I said, I just have not mowed the lawn yet, so let's go to Charlottetown. It's close to the ocean, and we all have ships. We didn't have cars back then, so we'd have to travel by ship, you see.
Ah, yes.
And then we had that wonderful
would take a long
lunch.
time.
Took a long time. And because we're Canadians, we kept apologizing and rescheduling until finally it just rolled around. Just get this done.
That is on. Did you want to get into this list right away, or did you want to talk about some other stuff?
I don't know. You want to talk about that?
But that saying sorry is on this list.
What?
So we talked today about the Canadian bucket list. We've kind of focused in on a few things all week. Food, where to travel within Canada, what does the citizenship test involve? We realized that we would both fail. Yesterday, I touched on some inventions, some wonderful inventions that have come from Canada. And today we focused in on a bucket list of things that are truly Canadian, and every Canadian probably has already done most of these things. Mm-hmm. If they haven't, should. And we put it out to you what should be included. And saying sorry for no reason is on the bucket list.
Right.
We have all as Canadians done that.
It's just such a habit. And
we're Canadian. We say sorry a lot.
And there's a thing, my son did it on the different ways where we answer people. We'll go, yeah, no, sorry, no, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, no.
Excuse me, yes. Oh, yeah, there's
we're a country, aren't we?
All these Canadianisms. I
loved Ryan Gosling's quote that you had this morning.
Oh, about Ken?
About
What's
Ken
Canadian about
Pulse.
Ken?
But he talked about channeling his Kenergy.
Yes, he says there's a real strong Kenergy in Canada. A Kenergy.
Of politeness.
Because one of his co-stars, he was kind of stumped. He's like, oh, why is Ken, what's Canadian about Ken other than Ryan Gosling playing him, of course? And it was one of his co-stars who stepped up and he's like, it's the politeness. Ken's really polite and really nice. So of course he's Canadian. And I never really thought about it, but yeah, he is Canadian.
And he's beautiful.
He's beautiful. Ryan Gosling is gorgeous.
So Canadian.
As Ken, as not Ken, yes. Gorgeous. Barbie comes out the end of July, by the way. But
I think that movie, first of all, is going to be so over the top, cheesy, that it's going to be amazing.
Well, that's just it. It's either going to be so good or so bad.
Because it's
bad.
Yeah.
Like it looks so cheesy and so over the top. I'm kind of glad they did it that way.
Because you almost have to.
You have to.
You can't play it straight.
No. And if you've seen the trailer, it is like a whole other world. It's like a Barbie world. And Barbie.
So pastels.
Yeah. Like bright neon everything. And then she comes into the quote unquote real world. And it's. Yeah, I hope it's good.
I hope
really
it is
do.
Too.
And every little girl in Canada is going to, well, not just Canada, but every little girl who ever's played with a Barbie, or boy for that matter, I think we all feel that way. They got to do it right, and it better be good.
Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. I mean, come on.
I know. Who else could play Barbie but Margot Robbie?
Perfect. It's just perfect.
Getting back to the bucket list. So there's 25. Saying sorry was just one of them.
Right.
Slept in a tent.
Yep.
Eat poutine.
Yeah, you're going to ask me? Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Visited 3 capital cities.
Yes.
Seen a bear.
Yeah.
Been north of 60.
Yes.
Seen the Atlantic.
Yes, but not in Canada.
Well, it doesn't say in Canada. It says
Florida.
It says seen the Atlantic.
Yes.
Okay. Been up the CN Tower.
Yep.
Played ice hockey.
Yep.
Felt -3 degree temps.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Every year. Yeah. Visited a national park.
Oh, for sure.
Seen a green jay. There's a bit of dispute about this one because someone commented too on Facebook, and I agree with them. Marcia, because I had to look it up too, what a green jay was, and they're not a Canadian bird. So I don't know why this is on the list, if it was supposed to be blue jays.
I've seen gray jays up in Algonquin. You can feed them.
So I don't know about the green jay. Now, some have said they have seen a green jay, but their home is more South America.
See,
so I don't know why
That's a strange
that's on
thing to
there.
have on there because seeing a moose isn't.
No.
But green jay.
But green jay is. Eaten a beaver tail.
Yep.
Been to the Calgary Stampede.
No.
Yeah, I haven't either. Gone snowshoeing.
No, I don't think I have.
Been hissed at by a goose.
Oh, yes.
Very Canadian. Seen a whale.
Again, down the Caribbean, not in
Okay.
Canada, but yes.
Okay. Tasted real maple syrup.
Oh, yeah.
Seen the Pacific.
Yep.
Had a double-double.
Wait a minute. Seen the Pacific?
West Coast.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I actually have seen the Pacific. I was in San Francisco. I'll have to say no.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh. I'll have to say no.
Had a double-double.
No, I'm not a coffee drinker. Isn't that nuts? I'm the
I
only
know.
one. I'm the
I
only
know.
one in
I thought
Canada.
that would be an easy one for
Yeah.
you. Paddled a canoe or kayak.
Oh, of course. Sure.
Seen the Rockies.
No.
Said sorry. Been on a mountain or beach in the same day.
No.
Drank Canadian Club whiskey.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So there's 7. So the 25.
So I had 18.
You're missing 7.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
18.
missing 6. We put it up on our Facebook page. A lot of replies. A lot of people. And it's right around the 22 number that they've done.
Yep.
So there's a handful they haven't, and some great suggestions as to what we should ask. I'm just looking for Natalie's here because she's the one who said moose. Standing on a beaver dam. And I'm trying to think of her third one. Do you remember what she said for the third one?
And it was, seeing him. Oh, yes. And it was
The loon. That's right.
With the babies on her
Yes.
back. My wife has pictures of that in Algonquin on Canis Bay Lake.
But I really
It's
like
so
that. Yeah, I
beautiful.
thought, of course, to see a loon with its baby, especially with its babies, so Canadian. So we did put it up there. You can add yours because another one we came up with as well was Canada Day in Ottawa.
Yeah, you got to
Everyone should experience that at least once. It is overcrowded. It can be a long, hot day.
You're parked a long way away. You got to walk.
But to be in amongst that mass gathering of people
Yeah.
is really something to experience
Do
on
it
Canada
once.
Day.
Just do it once.
Just do it once to say you've done it and to feel it. Because
Yep.
you want to talk about feeling like a Canadian.
Yep.
There's no better spot to be on Canada Day.
We got there. We camped. Well, this was the beauty of it. It was literally. I'm going to say 04 was roughly the same calendar makeup, because the kids had finished school on the Thursday. We left on the Friday, and Canada Day was Saturday. So
Oh, wow.
we're going to go, and we camped at Fitzroy Harbor Provincial Park on the border of Quebec, just outside of Ottawa. And then drove in through Carp and Canada and everything
Yes,
to get
yeah.
in. And then, of course, went back later that night, spent the rest of the weekend camping. So how old were the kids in 04? So Stephanie would have been 14, Andrew would have been 11. So nice wheelhouse.
Yeah.
You know, it was still pretty
Great
cool for them,
age.
and they'll
Yep.
remember it. They're not going to run off on their own.
Yes.
We got there, I'm going to say at noon, walked across the bridge to Gatineau.
Oh, okay.
Did a lot of the stuff in
Wow,
Gatineau.
you really.
Yeah.
There's a wow.
Ate a lot of food.
Yes.
There's a lot of food over there. And then made our way back and probably positioned ourselves on the lawn at Parliament Hill, let's say around 4 o'clock. And we got
Okay.
a pretty good seat. We were more than about 100 feet away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was his name? Kalen Porter?
Had just one
He had
Canadian
just
Idol.
won Canadian Idol, the fiddle player. So he was on the lineup. Who were some of the other performers that we saw? Trying to remember who all of them were. But I mean, it was, whatever. It was great. And we could say we were there. And then the fireworks were
Exactly.
amazing. So we sat there for like 6 hours from 4 till 10 before the fireworks.
Well, and as you said too, you said the people, like
400,000 people.
400,000 people.
That's what they estimated.
What I remember about spending Canada Day there was the people. I couldn't tell you who performed the years I was there. Not one could I tell you. But it was the people, because they shut down everything from the Bywood Market. So you're up Rideau Street, past Parliament Hill, and it is just people.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
a sea of people. It's incredible.
It's good. You should do it. And this time of year is perfect, like a weekend, because you can make a weekend out of it. When it's on a Wednesday, we get one day off.
Now,
So
do you
that's harder
remember
to do.
getting out of the city afterwards
I
and what that was like?
yes.
because there's always that part of it too.
Yeah. What I remember more than anything was leaving. I'm pretty sure I had both kids, one in each hand, like tight, like cutting off circulation. And Kath was making way because we went with another family. So we were all sort of like as a group together. We were all watching everybody's children type of thing.
Yes.
So there was 5 of the children. There were 3 and our 2. But I remember getting to, is it Rideau Street, the main, and then, about to cross and walk to go. And I remember looking left down toward the market.
Yeah.
And the people.
Exactly.
During the dispersal of the people. And that's the vision I thought, I think I want this. Because you couldn't really see. You were just in this throng of people. But as it started to spread out, how far would this stretch? And I really didn't get a feel for it until we got to Rideau Street. At like 11:15 at night. And then I think it was about a 6-block walk. It wasn't terrible. Because I say we got there about 10:30, 11 in the morning.
Well, and everybody's kind of flowing out together. So you just kind of go with the flow.
And everybody's in a good mood.
Yeah.
There were no fights.
Yep.
Everything was just fine. It was just a celebration. It was great. It was a great fireworks display, great performances. It's Canada Day in Ottawa. And I really, really enjoyed it. I even said I would do this again. And Kath had said, let's think about this.
Exactly.
Not next year. I said, no, not next year. But that would be, but maybe Kath and I will go next year because it'll be 20 years since we did it last time. Just she and I will go. Because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it now.
No, okay.
It was good because I went in my early 20s.
Sure.
And it was fine.
Yeah.
And I didn't have kids to worry about. And
Yeah,
it was just, I was
exactly.
on my own and it was fine. Now I think it would just be too stressful. Although I would like my kids to experience it.
Right.
So now you've got me thinking that maybe, I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I want to. Because again, as wonderful as it is, it's a lot of people.
So with
it's a lot of people.
Next year's a leap year, so Canada Day will be on the Monday. Which means that'll be the day off. No, so you'll have to work Tuesday.
Yeah.
So now you missed it.
Yeah, you kind of have to do it on the
this
weekend.
Year, now you got to wait 5 or 6 years.
I was going to say next year, but you're right, the leap year. That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
You know what? Maybe let my kids do it on their own.
Okay.
I didn't go as a kid. It wasn't until I was in my 20s that I did that.
Right.
And I don't know that my parents have ever done it. I think I was the only one.
One thing to do.
But as a Canadian, it should be on the bucket list. It is cool to do. I'm sitting here trying to think of other things. We said the moose, the loons.
I said jumping off rocks into a Muskoka lake. But that's just a summertime thing. That's
sure it is, but not everybody can experience that. We have, and we've said this all week, we have the natural layout of this country is so incredible that that comes with it. We say it's a summer activity, but you got to think about other parts of the world. Where else would they have that opportunity?
Yeah.
To jump in like a rock.
Who's got a freshwater lake?
Exactly.
We got 1 million of them.
Exactly. There might be a few spotted through the States, maybe the UK, but it'd be different, right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be
the same thing.
Exactly.
Locally, keep your eye open for the 95.5 Summer Road Crew. They're going to be in a couple of spots tomorrow. Canada Day Belleville, Canada Day Wellington, which is always, if you're in the county, Wellington throws a party.
Well, and we were just going to do like a quick hit on this about the parade. And then we got looking at the other events that were going on in Wellington. Oh my gosh. I think that's where Mark will be tomorrow.
Rotary Club.
I predict you may be heading that way tomorrow.
Yeah. Joe and Ann, I may not make it up to Madoc. For the Madoc stuff. We've been going there the last few years. That's a good time. Great fireworks display. We got a flotilla. The historically inaccurate flotilla. I'll talk about it next week.
You were going to talk about that.
Well, I'll talk about it on the air next week.
Okay, tell us how it goes. But Wellington.
Our theme is a toga theme, and they think it's Egypt.
I know, yeah.
It's Greek and Roman, but it's
really bothering Mark.
So I'm on the historically inaccurate float.
Well, before you get there,
story.
Before you get there, hit up the Strawberry Social, which is right in your wheelhouse. That gets underway at 9:30 tomorrow in Wellington. They've got a rib dinner. You might have to miss that, but Rotary's doing that. And in between is the parade and all the Canada Day events going on in Wellington, in the town. So it's it's a big day in Wellington.
Kath, we have to go to the Strawberry Social, and you have to stay in the car. Because It's full of church women, and that's my demo.
That's you.
I kill in that demo.
In your glory.
We're a 94 share with women who make church lady pies.
You are 94 share. I'm just
they're
here.
My people.
It's all Mark.
But they all vote for you.
Now
I'm such a sucker for them.
That's where our road crew will be. Of course, they're not the only community having events. Across the country, everybody.
Oh my gosh, everywhere.
So wherever you are, check in with a Facebook page. Don't forget to call maybe your fire department as well and just double check on fireworks if you're planning on doing those.
Kidding.
And burn bans because, we're covered in smoke again today. But Canada Day celebrations, of course, across the country tomorrow.
And CBC will be broadcasting Ottawa, of course, tomorrow night, so you won't miss that. But on there, too, was a special poll that had been done. Voting ended June 7th in order to have one of 3 songs chosen for this year to be played by performers on stage. It didn't say by the original performers, but by performers.
You had me excited there when you started to list the songs. I was like,
because the songs are You're Still the One by Shania Twain.
Which could happen. She's in the area. She's performing tomorrow.
So maybe
Shania.
Sarah Harmer's Basement Apartment.
She'd be a good one. I could see her being on stage tomorrow.
Joni Mitchell's Big Yellow Taxi.
That would blow me out of the water if she came out on stage and performed Big Yellow Taxi.
Grabbed a 6-string guitar and just sat and wow. So we'll see which way the voting goes.
Canada Day in the Capitol. Joni Mitchell
walks out. Goosebumps.
Oh my God, it'd be amazing.
And there will probably be, I'm sure it'll be in Orillia, a Gordon Lightfoot celebration, having lost him this year. So I bet you there's something that's going to be going on there. That's really cool. There's just so much going on.
There really is. Like I said, every community will have something.
So enjoy that. We'll have inquinty.ca. We'll give you all of the any possible changes. Or, of course, if you're just coming into the area and you want to know times and places.
And closures, too.
Yeah, if there's anything going on.
Some places, because Canada Day's on Saturday, are closing tomorrow and will be open on the Monday, which a lot of people, it's kind of reversed a little bit, including, you mentioned the event here in Belleville. Transit is suspended tomorrow here in Belleville because they'll be running the free shuttles down to Westwicks Park for the Canada Day celebration. So just little things like that. You might find closed tomorrow with the holiday.
And then Sunday, hang around and go to Trenton because the Fire Fit Challenge is going on. And that is a remarkable feat of athleticism.
Oh my gosh.
These firefighters are putting through the paces. And they're graded, and it's a competition. Our road crew's going to be there. It's remarkable. They've got to carry, the dummy, and they got to go up the stairs, and it's a thing. It's
100%. Yes.
Holy smokes! And it's really a feather in the cap to Trent that they get to host one of these. I think there are a handful of them around Ontario throughout the summer. A Fire Fit Challenge. They've included that in the Canada Day celebrations in Quinte West. So that's going on beginning Sunday morning. I think around 11. Not sure, but check that out on inquinty.ca. They don't have the time. They're on the board. But yeah, you don't want to do that at 3 in the afternoon.
Oh my gosh, no.
With the smoke and everything.
Weather?
However, it goes in the afternoon, but let me go first at 11. That'd be great.
High of 26.
Yeah.
I don't see the smoke advisory or anything. But
for Sunday, good.
Yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Because
imagine
so
that.
So good.
This is awful. They're probably used to it.
Yeah, I was going to say firefighter, like whatever.
It's not going to affect them.
They fight in all.
Exactly.
So, anyway, enjoy it. And happy Canada Day, everybody. And if you're listening, coming into the area, we would love to see you all summer long. We have lots of stuff going on. We're going to have Monday off for the holiday tomorrow, so we'll be back in on Tuesday, which is July the 4th. So to our American friends, it's Joey Chestnut Day. And I'm going to bring my hot dog costume in.
As you should.
Joey Chestnut.
100% you should, Mark. I'll have a story as well. God. Depending on what you put on your hot dog, says something about your personality.
I am afraid to find out.
Can't wait.
Apparently my personality, very plain. It's so true. You're the type of person that follows women into churches. Yep,
yes.
That's me.
You attend Strawberry Socials and love Church Lady Pie.
Church Lady Pie is the best food on the planet. Oh, my. Here, have more. Have more. Just give me a small slice. Here's a whole pie. Oh, my gosh, I love you. Thank you. So enjoy your weekend, everybody, all right? 95.5 Hits FM all weekend long. We got the hits. We'll let you know everything going on. And happy Canada Day.